Welcome number 1 game lovers. Since updates regarding the Kylian Mbappe transfer saga are still popping up, share your thoughts in the comments below. Will the Frenchman eventually leave PSG or not, and why? Also, don't forget to press the like button so that even more people get to know the latest news from the world of football. Rudi Garcia, the former coach of AS Roma, Lyon, Olympique Marseille and Lille, has been hired by Napoli to succeed Luciano Spalletti. His last club was the Saudi Arabian side Al Nassr. World football legend Cesc Fabregas, who joined Serie B club Como last season, plans to retire from professional career in the coming days. Fayez Al Amari, the mother of Kylian Mbappe, has launched an agency that will represent the interests of Kylian, his brother, and Lyon attacking midfielder Ryan Cherki. Accounts released by Manchester United earlier this year revealed more than £300 million outstanding in transfer fees. As a result, their budget for this summer depends not on the takeover but more on player sales. Barcelona have officially confirmed their new home kit for the upcoming 2023-24 campaign. Borussia Dortmund and Liverpool are interested in recruiting PSG prodigy Warren Zaïre-Emery. Valencia have called on Real Madrid forward Rodrigo to withdraw his claim about racist chants against Vinicius at Mestalla and correct false statements or face legal action. Burnley have presented a new logo which the club will use starting from the next season. Real Madrid have officially presented Jude Bellingham as their footballer. The Englishman took the number 5 shirt previously worn by Zinedine Zidane himself. In the coming days, Real Madrid intend to announce the contract extension with Toni Kroos. His new agreement was concluded back in February. The Premier League has presented the official ball that the teams will use for the next season's fixture. AC Milan have decided to use the €3.5 million buyback clause for Lorenzo Colombo. Lecce triggered the option to buy the young forward, though Rossoneri will not let him go. Wingbacks Alexandro and Juan Cuadrado are leaving Juventus as free agents. The club is already in search for their replacements. Nicola Zaniolo wants to join Juventus. The White and Blacks are willing to pay Galatasaray €25 million, but the Turkish side wants $10 million more. Liverpool have extended the contract of their reserve goalkeeper, Adrian, for 1 more year. Clement Lenglet will be heading back to Barcelona after the completion of his loan spell. Tottenham Hotspur have announced that they will not execute the buy option included in the Frenchman's contract. Kyle Walker is likely to pack his bags from Man Utd this summer. He's wanted by some Saudi Arabia clubs, as well as his hometown club Sheffield United, who got recently promoted back to the Premier League. Dutch striker Sam Lammers has switched Atalanta to Rangers. Having Kylian Mbappe in Liga 1 is a privilege. At some point it may happen that he leaves, but I don't know when, Didier Deschamps admitted. Napoli have completed a permanent transfer of centre forward Giovanni Simeone. The agreement is valid for 3 years. The English Premier League has published the complete schedule for the 2023-24 season. Here are the confirmed games of Matchday 1. Juventus are targeting the transfer for Real Madrid right back Álvaro Odriozola. They see him as a replacement for Juan Cuadrado. Manchester United will soon make an official bid to Atalanta regarding their forward Rasmus Højlund. The Red Devils are willing to pay €60 million for his services. Chelsea are ready to offer 2 of their players to Brighton and Hove Albion for Moises Caicedo in order to avoid paying €120 million. Conor Gallagher could be one of these players. AC Milan and France goalkeeper Mike Mignon has suffered a minor injury during training ahead of the game against Gibraltar. Alvaro Morata has turned down one of the Saudi Arabia clubs. He was offered a contract valid for 3 years with a salary of €40 million per year. Valencia's head coach Ruben Baraja has extended his contract with the team for 2 years. Leicester City, who got relegated to the Championship by the end of the season, are poised to appoint Enzo Maresca, Pep Guardiola's assistant at Manchester City, as their manager. Inter Milan are ahead of AC Milan and Juventus in the race for Sassuolo central midfielder Davide Fratesi. Newcastle United are set to make an offer to Arsenal over their left-back Kieran Tierney in the near future. Everton are close to signing former Rangers forward Alfredo Morelos as a free agent. PSG boss Christophe Galtier has emerged as a candidate to take over as West Ham United manager in case David Moyes gets sacked. AC Milan will soon make a bid to Leeds United for the transfer of Italy striker Wilfried Gnonto. The Rossoneri are likely to take the youngster on loan. Real Madrid winger Vinicius Jr. will head FIFA's special anti-racism committee made up of players, which will suggest stricter punishments for discriminatory behavior in football. Al Ahly Jeddah have offered Riyad Mahrez a generous 3-year contract, but Man City have no intention of selling the Algerian. Yesterday we had the second Nations League finalists, while Messi helped Argentina to get the victory. The team started off the game with a high-paced action. Already in the 3rd minute, Yeremy Pino took advantage of a mistake made by the opponent's defense and thus opened the scoring, though in 8 minutes' time, Ciro Immobile converted a penalty and restored the status quo for the Italian side. Things were about to unravel in extra times, but in the 88th minute, after a couple of ricochets from the post, the ball landed straight in the foot of Joselu, whose winning goal sent Spain into the final, where they are about to face Croatia. Lionel Messi went the full 90 minutes tie against Australia, and already in the 2nd minute, he opened the score with a magnificent long shot. German Pazzella was able to double the advantage in the middle of the 2nd half. Let's move on to the main news of the release. Borussia Dortmund are continuing to look for a Jude Bellingham alternative, and one of the options seems truly shocking. According to the source, Dortmund will try to acquire Bayern Munich midfielder Leon Goretzka. Die Roten have already signed Konrad Laimer to replace him. They also want to update the midfield with Declan Rice or another defensive midfielder. The 28-year-old player's agreement with the Bavarians runs until the summer of 2026. Besides Dortmund, Manchester United are also interested in the German. After 5 years of his spell at Munich, Goretzka has made 179 appearances, in which he scored 34 goals and delivered 32 assists. Bayern have also made significant progress in talks with the agent of Napoli centre-back Kim Min Jae. Munich are expected to offer the Korean a 5-year-long contract with a salary of 10 million euros per season. The Bundesliga champions will pay Napoli a release clause of 45 million euros. Earlier on, the favorites in the competition for Kim were considered to be Manchester United, but now everything leads to his move to Bayern. Newcastle United are also keeping tabs on the former Fenerbahce asset. Arsenal have already made an offer to West Ham United regarding signing their star Declan Rice. However, the Irons did not accept the £80 million offered by the Gunners. The Conference League winners will demand at least 100 million. Man City, who still hope to bring him to the Etihad, have actively joined the race for the Englishman. As of this moment, the club is studying the situation in order to make an offer for the 24-year-old defensive midfielder. The tough financial situation forces Juventus to take desperate steps in the transfer market. According to the source, in the summer, the old lady is ready to immediately listen to offers regarding 2 key players of the starting lineup, Federico Chiesa and Dusan Vlahovic. According to rumors, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Chelsea and Manchester United are interested in Vlahovic, while Liverpool and Newcastle United would like to have Chiesa in their rosters. Real Madrid's pursuit of Chelsea attacking midfielder Kai Havertz has hit a dead end. Instead, Arsenal became the new contenders for his signing. The Gunners have no plans to pay £75 million for the German, hoping to negotiate a much lower fee with Chelsea bosses. Havertz himself likes the idea, so he gave the green light to contract talks with Arsenal. Last season, Kai only scored 7 goals in 35 Premier League appearances. Achraf, Hakimi and Lautaro Martinez could be teammates again, but in Real Madrid's lineup, not at Inter. Los Blancos head coach Carlo Ancelotti wants to see both performers in his team. The Italian coach thinks that Lautaro Martinez could be a perfect replacement for Karim Benzema, and Hakimi can be seen as an alternative to the aging Dani Carvajal. Talking about the financial aspect of the deal, the Merengues are able to arrange both transfers. Moreover, PSG were previously reported to let Hakimi go in the summer. Kylian Mbappe has confirmed rumors about his letter sent to PSG, where he wrote about his unwillingness to stay until June 2025. I just sent a letter, but it was time ago, not during the international break. No need to explain why. I have my own reasons. My only option now is staying at PSG. I already said that. However, PSG are planning to disrupt all of Mbappe's plans. Kylian wanted to make a documentary about his last season in Paris and even open talks with streaming services. Although, according to Foot Mercato, the club's board will force Mbappe to leave for free in a year. The Red and Blues no longer want situations in which a player is put above the club's interests. Folks, our friends from Top Football Channel have released a video where they had a thorough analysis which one top-notch player every big club should sign this summer. It turned out to be a very interesting episode, so click on the link and give it a watch. Thank you for your attention and have a nice one.